Welcome to African View on this channel. On African View, we discuss issues bordering Africa, and we are here again. We have been updating you on what is happening in Niger Republic since the coup, and several other countries. These updates is to get Africans aware, and the major goal is to promote Africa, and that Africa's shackle or chains, whichever one you call it, will be broken. Now, the latest is that Democratic Republic of Congo has asked UN peacekeepers to leave the country, and this was to start from December. Africans are waking up.
Region. I'm referring to the withdrawal of the United Nations Mission for Stabilization in the Democratic Republic of Congo, MONUSCO, the withdrawal of MONUSCO from our territory following a presence of more than 2 decades by the UN. It's time for my country to fully take its destiny in hand and to become the main protagonist of its own stability. We are grateful to the international community and to the United Nations for their support and their partnership. But we are also aware that the phased withdrawal of MONUSCO is a necessary stage to consolidate progress that we have already achieved. Nonetheless, it should be deplored that the peacekeeping missions that have been deployed in various forms for 25 years in the Democratic Republic of the Congo have not been able to stop rebellions and armed conflicts that have torn apart the DRC and the Great Lakes region, nor have they succeeded in protecting the civilian populations. Therefore, the phased, responsible, and sustainable withdrawal of MONUSCO, which was announced in 2018 and whose transition plan was adopted in 2021, is that planned withdrawal an anachronism given the changes in the political, security, and current social contingencies? It is thus illusory and counterproductive to continue to cling to maintaining MONUSCO to reestablish peace in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and to stabilize it. Furthermore, the accelerated withdrawal of MONUSCO is absolutely necessary to ease the tensions between MONUSCO and our citizens. In this capacity, I've instructed the government of the Republic to begin discussions with the UN authorities to ensure an accelerated withdrawal of MONUSCO from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, moving up the deadline from December 2024 to December 2023. It is unjust and unacceptable for persons deemed to be responsible for the serious crimes mentioned in various reports of UN experts themselves on the security situation in the DRC. It is unacceptable for these persons to remain, to continue to enjoy impunity with the complete silence of our organization and its member states, which have placed the combating impunity as among their main priorities when it comes to internal and external governance.
These UN peacekeepers have been in that country for a very long while, yet they don't know the essence of their presence. Okay, they are there to ward off armed groups disturbing the country. It's like they have overstayed their welcome, just like what is happening in the Sahel region of Africa, where you have Chad, Burkina Faso, Niger, and the reason for most of those coups. And some of these European countries will come and tell you, oh, we are there to help you stop this terrorism. We are there to help you fight armed groups, to ward them off so that you'll be free. They came with such promises, and you put your whole trust in them. At the end of the day, nothing is happening. It's as if these armed groups are becoming stronger. And there were cases we've had that they were like supporting the armed groups. There were times, like you had in Nigeria, Boko Haram's link, there have been such allegation link with France. Okay, you had the exposition by David Hundein on the company called Lafarge, working with terrorists. So we don't know what is happening. Okay, these people are telling us they are coming to help us fight these insurgents, but nothing is happening, as if there is an escalation. And the same thing is happening in Congo now. They have been there for like 20 years, and it's like nothing is happening. So the president of Democratic Republic of Congo, Tshisekedi, has asked them to leave, and he has made arrangements for them to be leaving from December. They have overstayed their welcome, and the withdrawal will be accelerated. And prior to this time, there have been a lot of protests against the UN because of the citizens of the Democratic Republic of Congo are protesting against them. They have been there. They have not been able to stop the rebels who are troubling the country. It is said that part of DRC have been overrun by armed militias. And these guys have been masterminding deadly attacks on the civilians. They want to control territory, just like France said. France said, if not for France in the Sahel region, that the terrorists, the armed groups would have taken over. I don't even know what to believe again. Now, they were there, and the armed groups are still taking over. They said they would have taken over enough territory in the Sahel region. But based on the report we had from Mali, ever since France left, they have been able, they are making progress to an extent in battling these insurgents. So this is the same thing we're having in Congo. And they're telling you, this group are taking over despite the presence of UN. So most locals in Congo are calling on the president that the UN should leave. And they have made demonstrations that even turned bloody. The demonstration against the UN peacekeepers, they call them UN peacekeepers. Me, I don't even know what to call them. And in most cases, during their demonstration, a lot of them were killed. Dozens. In 2010, a UN peacekeeping force known as MONUSCO replaced an earlier operation called MONUC. MONUSCO replaced MONUC. And MONUC was established in 1999 to help bring peace and stability to the DRC. Now, keep following. Keep listening, please. Now, it's like their presence is now the problem, the major problem. Yes, we know there are many armed groups, more than hundreds of them, but it's like the UN presence is the major problem. So, Tshisekedi, the president, has told the UN General Assembly, that was last Wednesday, that MONUSCO's withdrawal was crucial to ending conflict between the Congolese people and the mission. So it has come to a point the Congolese people have become hostile to the UN body because they don't even understand what the UN body is doing there. The UN body is not really proving to them that they are there to settle, to calm down the situation there. So according to the speech the president read, he said the acceleration of the withdrawal of MONUSCO becomes an imperative necessity so that tension will now be eased. So that means their stay there is causing trouble rather than, they were called peacekeeping force, but their stay is causing trouble. They have been there for 25 years. They have failed to tackle the rebellions and the armed conflicts that is tearing that republic apart.
How can you go to a country for 20 years to stabilize and you don't stabilize and you think that you have succeeded in doing something?
Would you like them to leave?
We want them to leave in 2020. As far as security is concerned, we are able to manage.
And to the president of Congo, DRC, they said keeping UN has become counterproductive. Instead of being productive, it's now counterproductive. And there's no reason for them to remain there. Because the peace they were called to restore is not what they are seeing. So they are talking about replacing them. And I think there was an earlier deadline to that, which was December 2024. So their stay has caused a lot of civilian casualties. The civilians, the people of DRC have protested severally. These people are not here to help us. They are not doing anything. We are not seeing their relevance. We want them to go. And in the process of protesting, a lot of them got killed. They say just last month, about 43 people were killed protesting against UN peacekeepers. Now, please note, this MONUSCO, this UN peacekeeping force, they have a staff strength of over 17,000 in Democratic Republic of Congo. Among these 17,000, 14,000 are military personnel. This is according to the data. Despite that they are there, the country still have more than 100 armed groups fueling conflicts in the Central African country. According to the Armed Conflict Location and Event Data Project, ACLED. So look at it. What is the essence of their staying? Just like Mali and Burkina Faso are like, what is France still doing in our country? What is their value? What are we gaining from them being in our country? They say they are here to help us fight insurgents, terrorism. In the case of the Sahel region, more of the Islamic jihadists. But nothing is really happening. So it's like, are we trying to understand that these guys are actually the problem, or they are compounding the problem? What do you think, my viewers? I will leave you to answer that. But there's a particular saying in my place that goes like this: remove the monkey's hand from the pot of soup so that it will not turn to human hands. We don't understand though. Perhaps if they leave, we will now check, are there differences? They are always coming to help Africa to fight insurgent terrorists. But in most cases, or in many cases, things are as they were, or things are compounded. So I leave viewers, what do you think? DRC has asked or are making plans for UN to leave, UN peacekeepers, because they are not peacekeeping again. Many of their citizens are dying because of that. What do you think? Add your comment on the comment section. And this is where we draw the curtain on this one. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more updates. Bye-bye for now.